now.
Yeah.
Go. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Late Hour Burn with the Leaf and Ash podcast crew. I'm one of your hosts, Panda Baby. Let's go. And as always, as you get, you see, I can't. I had a rhythm, and I know that was you, JJ. I know it was you. You know, it never fails, guys. They know how to stir the panda up. You know what I mean? And as always, I got my two compadres and the one pecker, left pecker, Station Pecker himself, JJ, aka Cigar the Ball Buster himself. What up, dog?
What's up, man?
Oh, we haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, I'm pulling the whip finger back out.
I see it on the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen. No other than PC Silverback.
Yo, what's happening?
What's happening? And we all know the bouginess. We can smell it, we can see it, we can sense it. No other than the bougie man himself, Cigar Don. What up, Donnie boy?
What's going on? Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm sitting here in a nice, cool environment for the first time since about May.
Since you've had the man cave.
Yep. So
what's up, Black?
We're doing good.
What's going on, Crespin? We gotta announce that Black's on the scene because we don't want to get called out like he did on us the last time.
Oh man!
Now wait till Pats gets here. Guys, as always, like I said, this is our late hour burn. It's been a while since we've done one of these, guys. It's what's today? No, it's Hump Day. Hello.
Hump Day.
You know, so what are we smoking? What are we sipping on? Let's start with the bouginess.
So I am drinking as always, my old fashioned, made with Wayne Gretzky 99 whiskey. And I am smoking the Tatuaje Kahonu 2012.
That's a good smoke. I like that 2012, man. You know, I really do. You know, what I did to soccer. Yeah. We'll bring that up in a minute. Black. How about you, Jay? What are you smoking? What you sipping on?
Well, I'm smoking the old favorite of mine. It's got a good year or so of age on it in the humidor.
What is it?
The Flathead 660.
Yeah.
And I'm going dry tonight.
Okay.
I'm going dry tonight.
You need to hydrate, man. You've been out on that sun too damn long, man. You got to hydrate. And how about you, PC? What you smoking? What you sipping on?
I'm sustaining tonight. I'm running hot up under the temperature, so I'm sustaining, man, for health reasons.
Okay, all right. So you staying super dry. Then drinking water.
Yeah, I'm drinking a little water. Yeah.
All right, good enough. Well, the Panda is the missus making gin and tonic, but as always, I'm hydrated with some water. And guys, I'm trying something new. It's a company that PC and we met at the Jacksonville Cigar Boutique Festival this past weekend, and that is MTS Mastermind. Is that the Mastermind?
Yeah.
Let me get. There you go. Beautiful label.
Beautiful.
It is a very beautiful label.
Yes,
Guys, I'm actually really enjoying this sticker. You know, I just lit it up, but let me tell you, so the message is and I got my St. Augustine tonic, baby. Let's go. What?
Oh man, we're back in the game.
Homemade.
You know, the Panda had to stock up. The Panda boy, I think it was like 4 or 5 bottles. I think it's 4 bottles. Guys, salute. Cheers.
Salute. Hey, before we get started, hey Clint, I just want you to know, man, I got my new air conditioner installed today. So the next marathon we do in here, we won't be sweating our what's off in here. So it's a nice breeze, 74 degrees here now. So
why don't you swing that baby around so the people can see it?
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Oh yeah. Well, guys, like I was saying, we got to meet MTS. One of the brand owners, Mateo. Him and I, we kind of exchanged information. We're gonna be getting them on real soon. Matter of scheduling to see what our schedule is like and what's their schedule like, and just get it done. You know, they actually will, as you guys know, we're part of the TPA. You know, which is the Tobacco Product Association. If you guys don't know about the TPA, I highly recommend that you guys go and anybody could join as an enthusiast, as media, or as a brand. Just go to tpa.rocks and it will automatically pop up. I'm telling you guys, it's a great organization. You do not want to miss out before they actually blow up. Or should I say before we blow up, because we're part of it. So,
yes, sir.
you know, it's, you know, Don got to go to his first meeting. They're still on now, but I know we kind of had this commitment that we all said we would jump on and do something today. But I kind of wanted to bring up the TPA because, you know, it's an important, to me, it's an important thing as an enthusiast. What I absolutely love that this organization is doing is that if just as an enthusiast, you get to see and meet new brand owners that are coming out, right? And as a brand owner or social media, let me tell you, you want to partake because free advertisement, free information. You know, we got two companies, you know, GTO and Ish, you know, from BAM Cigars. They both have their factories. They're both blenders, you know. And you know, if you're looking at you know, one day starting your own company, these are the guys to, you know, speak to. You know, how often do you get to actually meet the actual blender and owner and people that own their own fields? Ish owns 4, 3 in DR, 1 in Africa, in South Africa. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's that guy. You know, we know very well. You know, and he's got some great products, you know, out there. And, you know, he's blending for 123 different companies. And he's talking about 2 more companies that are jumping on board real soon that people are going to find out about. But it's one of those things that you want to talk about networking, a one-stop shop for any type of thing. You know, you got Kathy who owns, she doesn't promote it, which I don't understand why, you know, because she's all about the TPA. And she's a board member and she's hardcore, but she has so much to offer everyone and all of us, you know, as far as marketing, because that's a business. You know what I mean? If you're a new brand owner, whether it's on the cigar aspect or the media aspect, her company helps you out with promoting, marketing aspects, set your website. You know, trademarking is different. She kind of outsources that. You know what I mean? But other than that, she is a one-stop shop, guys. I'm telling you, TPA.rocks. And let them know the Leaf and Ash podcast sent you out there, guys. And like I said, regular enthusiasts, I don't know how much it is. I think it might be $50 for the year. You know, but just imagine and find out all the information and insights that you guys will find out that you normally won't find from these other big organizations like the PCA, TPE, you know, there's other stuff. You know what I mean?
And less than $1 a week.
Yeah.
I mean,
and just let them know how what percentages of cigars they get, you know, off of cigars and stuff like that for whoever's involved in the TPA.
So right. So what ends up happening? Who's this one now? That's you, Don. Unbelievable. So what are the perks? Like, what do you get for your $50? Right. And the reality is this: you don't get my size 6 sneakers. Okay. You don't get my water. Okay, you'll get the what is it? Collaborate. How is it that I used to say?
Collaborate.
Cooperate, whatever the hell.
Get that camaraderie going.
You know, man, friends like this, guys. Friends like this. I'm gonna give you a shirt that says that. Friends like this who needs enemas. I really am. As you guys can see, I'm sporting the Godfathers. Yeah, one of our sponsors, great guy. But anyway, back to the TPA. So you're like, what do I get? Listen, you get endless amount of resources, things that you would not be able to get anywhere else. You get, like I said, directly to speak to us, you know, whether it's inside in the media aspect or the blends, the fields, different types of tobacco. How can you get tobacco? How do you get it imported? Because Ish is another one. He's an importer, which is a massive, big plus in this industry, guys. I'm telling you right now, especially with everything that's going on. You know what I mean? What's up, Josephus? How you doing, brother? Yeah, friends. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm talking about getting a shirt that says this. So, and not only that, so what they do is they send you a digital membership card, right? And because it's also, remember, it's also retailers that are allowed in this group. So if you're a retailer, right, you could go to they'll have a sticker on their window, says that they're part of the TPA. You show them your TPA membership, and they automatically give you a 10% discount on any and all your purchases. You know what I mean? And listen, you buy a box, you get 10% off, right? You know, some lounges already give you a percentage, but sometimes if you're new to a lounge, sometimes they kind of tend to not do that. I don't know why. I've gone to lounges that are that way, but and like I said, the safety for us, you get to go and find out when the next TPA events are. And that's where you actually get to see, because even on every booth, you'll get 10% off on each and every booth. And I believe as a TPA member, don't quote me on this. I don't know if you get to go to the events for free. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'll get that detail. You know, I'll get those details and I'll post them on my social platform. But yeah, but like I said, guys, you know, PC and I this weekend, we went to the Jacksonville. We ended up staying in St. Augustine, but we drove the 45-minute drive to Jacksonville for the event, and that was hosted by Honeybee Cigars. We got to meet Bree, and I can honestly tell you guys, she's an absolute sweetheart. You know, I think she has a good vision. You know, the event might not have been in her mind as perfect as she wanted, but you got to remember, it was her very first event that she's ever done. Mm-hmm. And you know what? To me, for her first event, it was a success. It really was.
Most definitely it was.
You know, so she had 8 vendors there. You had Banff, right? Banff, Hayes Grade, Churches of Tobacco, Lure. You had MTS. You had
Ish.
Royalty.
You said Ish.
Royalty, and
Church Tobacco.
Yeah, and oh my God,
Honeybee, of course.
Honeybee, and there was. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think the company that they split the Lure table. I can't think of the name.
Golly, I was just looking at it. Puma.
Yeah, right. But and mind you, so the event was good, right? Because it was on. Listen, pros and cons, in my opinion. Okay, now I kind of want to get your intake on it on PC. So the pros is that you know we paid for the VIP tickets, right? Mm-hmm. And you know when we got there, we were expecting to get checked in. There was really no check. Okay, now I'm just kind of giving some criticism, but what's the word? What is it? Positive feedback is what I'm trying to do.
Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. Thank you. So, to me, I think that on the next event, because I know she's planning one up in Orlando in February, I think she needs to have a designated person to do that. You know, to have a check-in and to distinguish VIP members to your general admissions. You know, and I also brought up, one thing that she needs to do is probably purchase those cheap bands. You know what I mean? Those who are VIP, you give them a band, so that at least the bartender knows that you'll be part of the VIP. Because part of the VIP, I think it was actually throughout the whole event that it was open bar, for 4.5 hours, and they were great drinks. What I liked is that they had every brand, name on the menu, and on the side they had a drink specialized for that name brand.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Which I thought that was great marketing, great marketing.
So it would be brand A, they have an old fashioned or whatever the case might be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, Honeybee had a drink called Bee's Knees, which I found out is an actual drink. So yeah, I mean, listen, I could keep talking and talking. I'm gonna let PC give his insight on it because we got to see some people that we've met before in the past, and new people. So take it, PC.
I mean, for her, like I said, Bree was an outstanding host, man. She greeted us at the door, but I was kind of surprised when we walked up that you walk in because I was looking to, greet somebody to, check our bands, our tickets, or something like that. And I think that's just one of the things that she has to pick up on, or someone has to walk her through because it was her first event. But overall, I really enjoyed the venue as, when it came to dealing with the Florida heat, and it had the open garage doors on both sides, the big fans and air conditioners running. None of the humidity never came inside the building at all. So that was a plus. The stand-up tabletop was on point, and it was just a nice event. It wasn't too many people there. It was perfect. It was perfect, man. So, we saw some things that, we would have corrected if we had to do it, like I said, with the bands on the arm, probably checking at the door and making sure everybody's, in the right places. And now here's the takeaway. Now here's the thing that I wish they would have had a VIP section where we can go and just really chill. You know what I'm saying? So we had to kind of mingle with everybody else, which was cool. We got a chance to network a lot. So,
right. And to me, right, and that's something to be said, right? Because do you do that? Do you do a VIP section? Because this is, I think that if you do VIP, there's got to be some perks to it, right? Right. It has some perks, and I kind of like that idea in a sense, but then at the same time, PC, I don't, because to me, I think the idea of an event like that is for everybody to intermingle with one another. Well, I mean? You kind of don't want to separate the VIP, the general admission. I think just let them mingle together.
Right.
And walking around with the wristband, I think there should be perks, like I said, at the bar. You know, if you're gonna drink, you got to find out, how you can work that out. Those are general admission. They might have to pay for the drinks. Those that are VIP, maybe they don't. You know what I mean?
Right. And I was looking at it from the point of view, we've been to a bigger event, a bigger hall. So you can see how they separate the VIP because people pay for that and they expect, different.
I think what you're trying to say is if you're going to pay the money for the VIP ticket, there should be some perks to buying that ticket.
Correct.
Yeah. So exactly right. It's the Great Smoke.
Yeah.
Right. What does the Great Smoke let you do? I mean, truly. Now, mind you, they let you in an hour early, right? So you kind of get first dibs. You know what I mean? But mind you, we're talking about thousands of people that show up to an event like that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I understand that, and then they also have, the waiters, waitresses that walk around and get you your drink or food or whatever.
Right.
But I think to me the big perk is that hour early. Because everything else is given to, right? The food is provided to everyone. The drinks are provided to everyone.
Some cigars,
and then of course, then the cigars everyone gets, and that's what you paid for. And like I said, it's you're gonna have some bumps, right? And for like I said, once again, I think the event was a success because now she's already got her name out there, and let me tell you something. She's got some good marketing. I mean, the marketing that she has, like the stuff that she spent some money. But hey Tom, we're talking about this bad boy.
You know what I thought was cool? The Great Smoke was amazing, but what I thought was funny is the line never got longer; it just got wider.
Right. And that's what I said, especially even like with the VIP, right before you get in.
Right.
It starts off with one, maybe two lines, and next thing you know, it keeps on getting wider and wider. And because everyone's trying to run to those tables that aren't reserved. And that's why I said, listen, guys, as much as I want I would love to go hang out in the parking lot with these guys. If we don't jump on grabbing the table, we're gonna be screwed. You know what I mean? So that's what we did. We ended up jumping. The first thing we did, we just turned the chairs over so that we had it. But listen, like I said, I know that in Orlando, she linked up with a wine distillery, and so I'm curious to see what. I'm thinking of. I might end up going to that event because I would like to see, the growth. Unfortunately, they had I think three or maybe four vendors that bailed out on the last minute, but I'm kind of hoping that it wasn't for the wrong reasons.
Right.
And I know as my wife puts on events for a living, and I know that sucks when somebody bails on you in the last minute because you can't get a replacement that quick, and that sucks, because there's nothing you can do but just eat that and make the best of it.
Right, but you understand there were other companies that wanted to do it, and she had to turn them away because she had a cap. Right. And that's the part that really sucks.
Yeah, it's like Garoppolo, his event that's coming up. His guy he had for day one, he can't be there, so he's only got an act for day two.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
So that's a good segue. You guys ran into some important people down there. I'm not, it was. So
and I did a little engineering.
These guys aren't gonna say it because they're. But we had the night before they went down there. We did a little sip and smoke, and we were talking about we smoked the Perdomo, the 40th anniversary for Dave Garofalo, and we got nothing but praise for those guys. You know what? Dave was one of our second or third guest, and so we got nothing but praise for him. He came on. He did, he doesn't have to do a little show like ours. He doesn't have to. He's got the biggest show in the land. He doesn't have to do our shit, but he did. He's all about helping people, and these guys ran into him on day one down there, and it was kind of special.
But that was a freak, right, PC? I mean, go ahead, man. I'll let you tell the story, man, because we just finished eating, and PC was heading to Jacksonville.
You're on mute, PC.
You're on mute, PC.
Yeah, I was heading to Jacksonville to see my grandson, and we decided we were going to go over to Island Gyms. So I walk in front of Pete, and I was heading to the humidor, and he was like, "Hey, yo, PC, that's Dave Garofalo, right?" I glanced in that's him, and kept walking into the humidor. So I didn't want to embarrass myself. Once we got in the humidor, he was like, "That's Dave Garofalo." So I look over to the picture window, check him out. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Dave Garofalo, man." He's like, "Man, we got to go see." And then Pete said something to the tobacconist, and I'll let you tell that part of the story.
Well, the tobacconist didn't even know who the heck he was. And no, you ain't Pedro ain't stick seeing me, bro. They love me, bro. They got number love for me. Punk ass. But anyway, so we're walking in, and you guys know my head's always on the swivel, right? Mm-hmm. And just out of habit, and it's always because of my profession. I always look at the hard corners. JJ, you can relate to this, right? Mm-hmm. The most dangerous spot when you walk into a room is your hard corners, and that's your immediate left and immediate right. That's always me, and the left, you can see as you walk in. So my blind spot is my right side. Mm-hmm. So out of habit, I immediately look, and I did one of those. I was like, "Get the hell!" We just spoke about him yesterday. So he realized it, and so he goes, "Who's that?" And I've been to Island Gyms a couple of times since they opened up, obviously. And I was like, I said, "You don't know who Dave Garofalo is, buddy? He's somebody in the industry."
Yeah.
And I go, and I tell him, "Yeah, he's a somebody. He's a somebody that you got him and Ed." I go, "Ed is his right hand man." And I said,
30 years. 30 years.
I go, yeah, he's somebody special. So, and like I said, we go out there, and I'm like, "Dave," and he's like, and then they're like, Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't mean to intrude, you know. And he goes, no. The most nicest freaking guys, the both of them. You know what I mean? They invited us to sit down with them, and I could tell you, you know, we chopped it up for well over an hour. I mean, and you know what? He's never shy or selfish, and to like um hold with it, you know, hold back information. If you ask him, he's going to tell you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we absolutely loved it. We picked his brain. Mo, who didn't know who Garofalo was, I'm like, well, if you don't know who he is, you better look him
Better
up.
find out. Yeah.
Yeah, you better find out, man. And so, to Mo's credit, he was one of those. He stood quiet, you know, listening to us talk about certain cigar companies and people that he was going to talk to on Monday. He had big meetings with some big wigs. You know, we're not, you know, won't mention any names. But I can tell you, I mean, this man's influence is so big that you got legacy company brand owners calling this man for advice. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? And one of the big hitters is who he was gonna have a meeting with on Monday. And so it's just, you know, he asked me a few questions in regards to like, where's my price point? And, you know, what do I look at? And I gave him my honest opinion.
Right.
And Ed, you know, Ed started talking because, you know, the guys, you know, price point is everything. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, my price point, honestly, the $12, $13 mark is where everybody should be. You know, when you hit the $14, $15 and above, I mean, that cigar, you know, better it better represent. You know what I mean? For the $15, because there's so many other cigars out there that you could get for less.
Well, I'm not going to say what I said, but Panda sent a picture to our group because Panda and PC were there. JJ and I couldn't make this trip, but he posted in we have a little group text. He posted a picture, and I'm not going to say what I said, but I was like, no beeping way. Like, we just talked about this guy last night. How does that happen? That just doesn't happen.
This is the picture I sent to these guys. Look at my face, man. I look like a kid in the candy store. I'm like,
I'm telling you, dude.
Look like a chipmunk packing nuts in your jaws, man.
I shrugged my shoulders and then my cheeks all bloated up and stuff. But dude, look at that thumb, dude. Come on, man. Look. And then, you know, go then we, you know, took a picture with Ed. But you know, and like I said, these guys, you know, the amount of knowledge that Garofalo has. When I tell you, give you some, what, you know, that to share, and they're willing to share if you ask them. You know, all I tell you, especially when it comes to both of them, that don't ask them a question that you're not ready for the answer for. You know what I'm saying? If you ask them for an opinion about something, like if you're a cigar company and you ask them to try a cigar, expect an honest answer.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else too. Those guys keep their ear to the cigar community, man. Regardless of who you are, where you are, they are very aware of what's going on around them and in the cigar community. And I guess that's how they stay ahead. You know, I gotta give credit to Dave's team. Yes. And we got a chance to see that. But Dave's team is phenomenal, dude. Mm-hmm. They work like hand in glove.
Okay, I'm confused with this comment, Tom. You need to elaborate on this. Make sure you check who wins. If you give something away tonight, and you get the right address.
Did I have the wrong address?
Someone. Oh, come on, Tom. You posted it.
Raggy.
Well, we'll wait till his comment. But so yeah, so to me, you know, it was a perfect way to start our weekend. You know?
Right.
Just send an address that didn't want. What?
But
I heard that somebody sent an address that didn't win.
nobody sent the address. We had addresses.
Yeah.
So.
It was Tom and Gabe that won.
Right.
And I already had Tom's address, and Gabe also gave it to me. So now I'm lost, Tom.
Lost in the sauce, baby.
For real. So, but and like I said, it was a great way to start the weekend, you know. And I was just like, okay, you know, I said, okay, this is gonna be good. You know, PC had to leave, and let me tell you something. So, you guys know how I am, right? You know, I wanted to show my appreciation for them spending time with us, you know, and just chopping it and allowing us to kind of invade their space. I really appreciated it. So I wanted to pay for their tab, right? So I went to the humidor, grabbed a stick, and I went to the register, and Jerry, who's the manager there, was dealing with the customer that was kind of being a little what's the word?
Jackass.
Yes. You know, and there was some boxes that they were being sold, and the price. And there was a dispute about the prices. So I was like, you know what? I'll come back. You know, just when I kind of hear that they're about to leave, I'm gonna get up and go to the humidor. Go to the register to pay for their tab. Well, next, you know, we get caught up in conversation. You know, I use the restroom. I come back. He gets up and he walks away, and I start talking to mom. Oh, wait a minute! Damn, I wanted to pay the tab. Not only did before they left, they paid their tab, they picked the bar tab. You know, I'm like, oh man, you know, like I said, I just wanted to buy them, you know, pay them for their tab just to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have to. They could have been like, listen, guys, you know, we kind of want to be alone, and you know what, we would have respected and just sat at the other side of the lounge. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I greatly appreciate both of their times and just chopping it up. And guys, you know, it goes to show you that we got to be doing something right, because Dave does follow us and he does watch. He might not watch every episode that we do, but he definitely watches episode, because PC was talking about a segment in regards to us talking about him, and he brought up that segment before any of us brought it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it says, you know, it says a lot, you know. But yeah, and then like I said, it was a great way to start the weekend. I mean, and like I said, if I would have known that they were going to be there, rest assured, I would have had my box, and I would have the marker, and so they could have, you know, they both could have signed the box.
Would you had your hat on right way? Did that? Right.
No.
I would have dropped everything and said, Dave, please sign these. You know what I'm saying?
You're sweating around the
Yeah, but he's great people all around.
Yeah, but you know, for the people that don't get it, and I want to break this down to you. Dave lives in New Hampshire. Am I correct, fellas?
Yep.
Yeah.
And what are the chances we talk about him the night before we see him in this lounge in Florida, in St. Augustine's of all places? So, you know, what are the chances? That's why it was so, you know, because we had just finished saying JJ was the only person that had met him. So we didn't see it coming. So
were they going to Pulpit Fest? Is that where they were going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was in Palm Coast, which is about 35 minutes south. They actually stood in St. Augustine, you know, and ironically enough, they brought up St. Augustine because of our conversation. Mm-hmm. You know, they're like, you know what, let's take it, you know, and find out how far it is. And they rented an Airbnb in St. Augustine, drove to Palm Coast, and I guess, you know, they were leaving Sunday early morning, you know. And you know, the nearest airport is Jacksonville, which is about an hour away from St. Augustine. So yeah, but it was a great weekend. You know what I mean? We got to see you know, we got to see Keith and Rob. You know, I got that one. Did I show you guys that one picture of him and Ish? So it almost looks that he's really annoying.
What's happening, Dakota?
What's up, brother man?
What up? No, I need you guys to check this out. I'm gonna blow myself up here for a second.
Oh, no.
Look at this, bro.
That picture is not doctored.
I mean, if you look at his knees, you can tell that he's kind of bending down a little bit. But dude, that was hilarious. And then, of course, you got,
Kind of reminds me of the picture of you and Garofalo.
yeah, I actually listen. I give them down a little bit just so that he didn't have I'm not that much short. He's not. I mean, he's short, but he's short. He's not what I expected either, though, JJ.
Oh, where's the bridge at? He says. I think he's trying to call somebody a troll.
Keith.
I mean, Keebler.
Yeah.
Right back at you, Dakota.
Absolutely, brother.
Oh man, but it's you got that right. Call Papa Smirk, but so yeah, guys. I mean, it was a good weekend. You know what I mean? It was short, but to me, it was nice. The Airbnb that we stood in was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you there was some serious competition going on in that house. I can tell you, boy, let me tell you, that house will never be the same. I don't think there's any more paint on the ceilings from all the snoring. People were growling, bro. Growling.
It's always fun though to hang out with some of the guys we talk to online and meet those guys and everybody's always. Think about our first trip to Tampa. We all walked in kind of like,
yeah.
Even though we knew each other for a year, we walk in kind of like, how's this gonna go? And then it's always the same. It's always a good time. And,
Yeah, you started it off on the wrong foot. I'm telling you.
So, guys, an update. So, I remember I tell you guys that Ernie is my PC. You know what I mean? So I watched them both. Okay. Ernie drew first blood. He dropped an ash, dude. It was hilarious, man.
I gotta defend Ernie. It was only one ash out of 3 days, man.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't in Panda's truck 30 minutes and already PC'd his truck. Sorry, bro.
Hold on, I gotta see if I can get him on. Let me see if he jumps on. Hold on, because I bust his chops all the. We're playing dominoes today, right? And he dropped such an ass. I'm like, dude, man, we just sat down. He asked the entire table. So the final score.
I know what you're about to say.
What was 4-3? Ernie took it. I'm watching them, and they're doing this, and doing one of those. But yeah, Ernie was the first one to drop the ash, man. But it was absolutely hilarious, man. We had a good time. The laughter, I mean, I couldn't, we couldn't stop laughing enough. So we went to. The first night, like I said, we were going to go eat at Prohibition Kitchen. The wait was just way too long. I was like, you know what? Let's just go to Pizza Time. I
tried to defend you, Ernie.
There's my boo. Where you at? Dude, no. Look, I just did that. I'm telling you, man. I tell you, 4-3. 4-3, you took it, boo-boo. You took it.
I only saw one ash, man.
The original. You so full of it, man. You one ash, my ash.
I only dropped one ash, and it was a mistake.
I know that's a lie.
Exactly.
I was taking the stick for the ash, and the ash fell on the way to the ashtray.
Bro, these guys, listen, you would think that entire event was their ashtray. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man. Absolutely bananas, man. Between watching the both, they're both so conscious about their actions.
Let me ask you this: Rocco is not in there because I don't want him to get struck by that lightning.
Your
lying ways.
Well, look, it was freaking hilarious, man. They're both conscious about their ass. and them dropping. Cause I told us, I'm gonna see how many times you guys drop your ashes. But it was a good time, man. Like I said, we went to pizza time the first night. You know, and dude, it is so easy to eat with your eyes in that place because the pizza there, first of all, it's good, and the variety that they have is ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. So you guys got to see where Ernie and I we practically live. You guys got to see our away from home lounge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to see the Panda and Ernie's lock out there at Isabella's. You know, cracked open a bottle. You know, and
where doesn't Panda have a locker at?
Hey, Don, he was hiding one locker from us.
Oh, the captain's cupboard. Okay.
So I'm gonna ask Pete. I'm gonna ask Panda the question that I asked him offline. We were talking about because Bree's next event's probably going to be in Orlando somewhere area. I said, hey Pete, how many lockers you got in Orlando?
I don't have any.
But
I don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What's wrong with you, man? No, I actually listen. I don't have Orlando, and I'll tell you why. I don't visit Orlando.
He used to.
So what, man? Ain't no one used to, could have, would have, should have. Man, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna get you guys a block of cheese, each and every one of you for Christmas, man. You know. But so the thing is, I don't visit Orlando enough. You know what I mean? And to me, that's a waste. You know, Tampa. I'll be honest with you. I've been tempted to find, you know, especially where we all went, like Cigar Castle. You know, but they don't have lockers there. If they had lockers there, Ernie and I would probably go halves on that too. You know, and so, you know, it's not just my locker, it's Ernie's too. You know what I mean? So, and you know, we go there, and like I said, this. Why are you giving that side eye for, Don?
Hey, it's not just my locker. You just dropped Ernie right under the bus. Like, it ain't mine. It's Ernie's too.
Listen, but
hey, take
you
your
want
heat.
You want sharp cheese, or you want provolone?
Take your heat and just take it like a man. You ain't gonna drop your boy.
No. The thing is, that, first of all, the wives know. The wives know about our locker. You know what I mean? So it's no secret. But mind you, it's a perfect thing because the wifeys, they both of them smoke cigarillos, so we always have a pack in there for them. You gotta make sure that they have this stuff in there too. But anyway, so like, you know, you gotta have sure that they have this stuff. And Isabella's, what we love about Isabella's, as you guys saw, it's very quiet, very quaint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just chill, right? Mm-hmm. It's after you've had a crazy day, you know, you can do it. It's a perfect place to just relax. You have a bottle in the locker. They serve wine. The white girl and the girls always buy a bottle of wine. You know what I mean? From there, and that's just basically it. Leave it.
Hey man, you got to talk about that bourbon that you bought. Talk about it, man. That was some of the cleanest bourbon I've tasted in quite some time.
So the crazy part, guys, honestly, is one of the bottles that I got for my birthday. I don't know who gave it to me. You know, I just don't. I don't remember. It was
What's up, Pat?
It was still Augustine, right? Or still Austin. I can't remember. It's either still Austin, I think it's still Austin. If you guys never had it, let me tell you something. I don't know what the proof is, but it can't be high. If I had to guess, it's probably 90. You know what I mean? Which is perfect, right? Especially like towards the end of the evening. You know, you have a nice glass of some bourbon. But it was so good, man. It was. I can tell you who really liked it was Gabe.
Of course, yeah. Gabe went back a couple times.
He was like, "Hey, Ben, I'm like, hey, go for it, man."
He was like, "PC, try without ice."
Hey, Dakota, tonight I was drinking an old fashioned with some Wayne Gretzky 99 whiskey. Pretty good.
Yeah, Dakota. Only I'm not drinking tonight. I'm drinking a gin and tonic with St. Augustine tonic that they make.
That's still Austin. What the label look like on it?
It's kind of beige, white,
red, white, and then.
Okay, because I think I found it, so I can put it up on the screen real quick.
It kind of reminds you of that Bovini. But
you know what? I mean, yeah. I mean,
Was it that
there
right
it is.
there?
That's it right there. That's
Yes, sir.
what is that one called? Because there's a name
still
on there.
Austin.
Yeah, but
The musician.
the musician. That's it. The musician. That
Hey,
is
Gary,
the
thanks for joining us, brother. Have a good night, man.
Gary, how we doing, brother? So yeah. Thank you. Salute. Tell you that tonic makes all the difference in the world. Goodness. Sick. But yeah, that bottle, what does it say the proof on there, JJ?
I can definitely check real quick.
Yeah, the musician. That was the one. I don't like I said, if I had to take a guess, it has to be 90 because it's not it wasn't harsh at all. It was so damn smooth, man.
It was.
Was it a bourbon or was it a whiskey?
It's a bourbon.
It is a bourbon.
It looks like it is. Come on, show me now, darn it.
Because I looked on the bottom, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so we went to St. Augustine. We went to, like I said, Island Jim's Lounge, which is pretty cool. What I like about Island Jim is a bigger lounge, right? That's what it was, a 6-year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good, man. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot left, but we left it. And mind you, I bought a small bottle of Woodford Reserve that I was supposed to leave. There's Gabe. I'm telling you, boy, some good stuff. And I don't think it was that expensive. I mean, I think Gabe looked it up. I think that bottle's like $45 or something like that.
In that price range, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It could have been no more than 60.
Have some more expensive bottles, but I know that one in particular, I don't think it was that expensive, but still, it was a good. It was 100 times better than what I was expecting. You know what I mean? That's why. That's another reason why I brought the freaking the Woodford Reserves as a backup. It was $80, Ernie. Like I said, I don't know. Somebody at the shop got it for me for my birthday. I just don't know who it was. And like I said, I brought the Woodfords and I ended up bringing it back home. And I'll be out in St. Augustine back in October, so I'll be bringing that bottle back up there so that when we have something else to drink, we'll go up there. I think I had a bottle of Elijah Craig in there, right? When we got there, we didn't even touch that.
Dude, I can't get off that Toasted Rye by Basil Hayden. It's so smooth. Man.
Yes, yes, we, my brother. We.
That's right. Keep him honest, Ernie.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. That's my do or die there, man. I did that skit. I posted it. He didn't even know about it until the guys at the shop started busting that chop. That skit with Kevin Hart. And we're best friends. My bullshit is your bullshit.
It'd be a blast to get old Ernie on for a sip and smoke.
Well, I told him, I said, he's got to, we got to get him to come over. Once we get him over, we'll definitely, because I think this camera, if I sit it back further enough, that we'll be able to do a side by side. How's that Elijah Craig? The Elijah Craig is good. My favorite, as these guys know, is the rye.
Mm-hmm.
The Elijah Craig rye. To me, it has that caramel taste that is just.
Oh yeah.
That thing is just dangerous for me because that one night I almost killed that whole pot of that piece. He set me on that one. And I'm drinking it right out the bottle, man. I'm like, that thing is so damn. And mind you, Elijah Craig is very inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing about the Elijah Craig. And mind you, I got that monstrosity. I got that 1.75 of that and the Buffalo Trace still in the bag. I got some stuff left.
You can get a 750 for what, 30, 35 bucks? Depending on where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of the, I won't say some of the best bourbons, but some of the best bourbons, it's like $17.92. You get that shit for like $25 a bottle. And it's a great sipping bourbon.
Matter of fact, that's the bottle Ernie brought, and it never saw the day of light. He forgot it. He left it in his truck.
Dakota, oh my God. We used to say that all the time when I worked with them.
Oh, man.
So good, it'll make your beat throb.
make those mud flaps flood.
Oh, I guarantee it.
So yeah, so I mean, listen, if you guys have not gone to St. Augustine, I'm telling you, it is the place to go. Just especially if you just want to chill, and relax, and we wanted to go to the Prohibition Kitchen. So right after the event, we drove. Cause we were gonna eat nearby the event, but then I was like, you know what? We still got it was raining, so we're like, you know what? Let's just go back. Let's just go back south, and so that we could go and go to the Prohibition. Then Ish joined us,
Right.
and I had a couple of old fashions and the burgers. I think what did you end up eating that day on PC?
I had the burger, man. I had basically a bacon cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? So it was loaded though.
Yeah, so and that place is so inexpensive. You know what I mean? It really is for the food that they give, the amount of food, and not only that, just the quality. I mean, the food's always good there. Always good. You always get the burger, even the wings. The wings are not bad at all.
Right.
Oh, speaking of that, we didn't even talk about where we all met up at Sunset Grill.
Oh wow, man.
Oh,
Those wings was off the chain, bro.
the wings were great. I had the clam chowder.
Oh yeah, I had to have me some clam chowder. It's been a while. Throw me some of that pepper on that baby.
Oh yeah.
Dude, clam
And
chowder.
Mo had some crab of
Crab fries. Yeah, the
Dude,
crab
dude.
fries.
That
When I
was-
was stationed in Alaska, I never had any type of chowders before. And there was a place there called the Chowder House. And I got smoked salmon chowder. Fan for life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think we all Ish ordered a double burger.
He did.
Burger.
Damn.
He got one patty. He got one patty medium and the other one medium rare.
That's right. But you know what? After a few drinks, you don't even care, man.
Okay.
Nah.
You're scarfing.
Yeah, but it's cool peoples, man.
Ish was having a good. He was talking about driving back home. I'm like, dude, you ain't driving home, dude. Just follow us, man. We got plenty of room at the Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
And Ernie, I was telling him, man, that house will never be the same. I don't think there's any paint left in the ceilings, man. Dude, let me tell you something. Mo talks in his sleep.
Yeah.
He talks in his sleep, bro. And then you had him and that Ish. They both crashed in the living room on the couch. So they had those recliners that recline back all the way back to you. You're basically flat.
Yeah.
And dude, well, they had a competition. Listen, hands down to Ish. He is the master, buddy. He is the master. That's what we're tearing it up.
Hey, I was scared. I was scared to walk in there if I would. Hey, shoot, man! I didn't want them to jump on me. Hey, what's going?
It was so loud.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, loud was an understatement. So, Ernie and I, we shared a room, and PC then gave out a room, and then these guys slept in the living room, right? So, the crazy part was, Ernie goes to go take a shower. I'm watching videos on my phone, and dude, I heard that
Was
growl.
Ernie taking a shower?
Was that?
You're watching videos of Ernie taking a wait. What?
That's what I heard. I wasn't going to say anything.
Or whatever, man.
That's what I heard.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm not drunk enough. I'm not drunk enough for that.
Like I said, I'm glad Don said something because I heard that and I'm thinking,
You know how he speaks fast, man. But yeah, man, I found out that the Sixto, the Placencia Sixto, is a morning stick. Ernie say he smoked those in the morning to get his day started.
Wow.
And I'm like, how bougie is Don's friend? Because yours and Ernie palette is right there side by side. So a Sixto at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, or 11 o'clock in the morning is the way they start their day off, man.
He's another bougie ass. He's another one. We'll talk about, that's a good morning smoke. Oh, Okay, smoke a $23, $24 stick in the morning because just, what the hell?
It's
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It's a hard life, but somebody's got to do it, right, Ernie?
It's sad but fair. Sad but fair.
The only thing that is, so Ernie didn't smoke the six, though. He gave it an Ish. And I'm like, oh, don't do that, man. Ish didn't even finish it. He got to maybe the second, third, and left it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that hurts so bad.
That hurts the heart. That
Yeah,
hurts the heart.
it was the most important cigar of the day. That's right. The first smoke of the day, it sets the mood, right?
You know,
It sets the mood.
Got to set the tone. Got to set the tone.
I've only smoked 2 of those 6 out of that box that I bought in Tampa.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
So they're aging.
I
pretty
may
good.
have one.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I may or may not have 2 more boxes somewhere. But anyway, that's no here or there. But
I'm the bougie one. Yeah. Okay.
it ain't a Davidoff, buddy. This man smoking Davidoff because it's Tuesday. Oh, he's smoking a Padron 80th because it was just Sunday. He had nothing else to do. I don't smoke those cigars. I smoke most of my cigars. Do you guys see me smoking all boutique? All boutique.
What did you smoke when you finished putting up your system?
What did I have today?
It's Wednesday.
I had a My Father. I had a My Father when
Okay.
for lunch today. Yeah,
Didn't you try that blue?
I did.
How was it?
It's a good cigar. It's a really good cigar. Pretty light cigar, but really good flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's sad, Ernie? What's sad?
That's right, Ernie. You tell him, babe. Cigars are meant to be smoked, not stored in your humidor.
Oh, whatever, dude. Why do you even post that, man? Whatever, man. He gets on my butt about that all the time, and I get it. And he's right. And all you guys are right. There is no reason for me to keep holding these cigars, man. And because when is a good day to smoke a limited, or it's just like, listen, like that one cigar I have, I just, oh man, good. I can't say it.
That's the thing. That's the thing with you. You have as many bougie cigars as I do. You just don't smoke them all the time.
No, I can't. I'll smoke it to a cigar. My car turned on.
See, and I'm the same way. A lot of those cigars that we got in Tampa, I won't smoke just because of the sentimental value behind the cigars.
Right.
And that's it, right? So they're not sentimental, except for maybe not a few, but a couple. I have one cigar, like I said, that they don't even make anymore, and to me, I don't know. I made PCs, yeah. So he gave him a Casa, a Casa Fuente.
Fuente, yeah.
So it's so funny because PC tried to do a Panda, right? You just put it away, and Ernie goes, no.
No.
I'm doing this season. You can smoke now.
For a second, I felt threatened. I had to think about it. Okay, I'll smoke it, Ernie. If you say so. And he watched me take it down to the nub. So
But and mind you, there's certain cigars. Like, listen, guys, there's certain cigars that I only enjoy smoking with Ernie. I'll be honest with you. One of them is both of our cigars that we absolutely love. Is that Don Carlos No. 2. And every time I smoke that cigar, I always think of Ernie because I know that's one of his favorite cigars, and I absolutely love that cigar. I actually, it's hard to get those cigars for whatever reason. Our lounge, they don't get those. And they have Fuentes, So I did end up having a lounge manager, not lounge, but a shop that reached out to me. And they just got them in, and but look, to get a box, man, it's not cheap. You know what I mean? It's like $350, and it's like right now, I got too many other things that I'm working on right now that I can't just be tossing money out like that, So, but I'll definitely go and grab a couple of sticks because I know Ernie and I we're gonna hook up again so that we could watch some fights. You know, as you guys know, when the fights come on, we're not in each other's house. We're literally like FaceTiming each other. You know what I mean? Watching the fights, and we're just talking smack. You know, it's like holy crap. You know, so and like I said, those are cigars that I enjoy smoking with him. He's the Opus guy. You know, he likes his Opuses. I don't mind Opus, but I prefer smoke other stuff. I'm slowly getting them into boutique cigars.
I thought we were gonna have to tase him when we walked in the smoke shop and he saw those Opuses. Like, okay, Ernie, calm down. He was like, "Yo, this is what we buy. This is what we buy." Like,
yeah, man. And the thing is this: I mean, so I started introducing him to a lot of cigars, right? I introduced him to the CAO Extreme, a lot of the CAO brands, you know. I think I had him try the CAO Pilon, the Anejo, Pilon. What else? Oh, the Aging Room. That's another cigar that he actually loves. What's the other one? The Trinidad Espiritu number 2. And I'm trying to, and the H. Upman, right? The H. Upman, the Heritage. You know, yeah. The Brazil, I don't think he cared for the Brasilia too much. Oh, I loved it, yeah. The Brasilia, the code. I don't think he liked that one as much. But I know right now he's like me. You know, when I won that 10-pack, I gave him a 5-pack of the Aging Room on Cuadro, Nicaragua. I did smoke that Sonata Aging Room. It was okay. You know, it wasn't bad, but it definitely was not. It's not the Nicaragua Aging Room. That I can tell you right now. It's not even close.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, those are the. Hold on.
Trinidad.
Hold on. Yeah, those are the 3 right there: the Aging Room, H. Upman Heritage, and Trinidad Espiritu number 2. Now, mind you guys, the Espiritu number 1 is good. It's just like, you know, the difference between the CAO Pilon and the CAO Pilon Anejo. They're both great smokes, but the Anejo is definitely better in my opinion.
What's up, Ruben?
What's up, Ruben? And to me, I think that that Aging Room, I had to stop smoking them because, you know, I don't want to get burnt out on that cigar. I absolutely love that cigar. Like today, honestly, I was gonna go and grab that cigar to smoke again, and I'm like, no, you got other stuff that you bought. Go and smoke that. And I'm glad I got this one to smoke. This one got this thing.
I see what you like about the Heritage, man. The pepper, it doesn't overwhelm me, but it's just there throughout that stick, and it transitions from time to time. I smoked that one Sunday on the way to the house, man.
Yeah.
That was a good stick.
The regular H. Upman, the one with the teal blue, that's a good smoke. You know, that's a good smoke just the same. But it's just something about that Heritage that is special. You know what I mean? And I absolutely love that smoke. You know, and like I said, there's so many stuff out there, guys. And that's another reason why I enjoyed in regards to the TPA. That they are promoting these smaller brand companies that are coming out. I know I'm trying to get hold of Jake from Fathom and Fury, you know, so we can try some of his cigars. I mean, there's so many out there.
Oh my Lord. You know, and like we talk about it a lot, but there's gonna be a paradigm shift for sure. You know, boutiques, you know, they're starting to come out of the woodworks and people are starting to see the value and the complexity in these cigars, and it's the big guys better watch out.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know, Ruben, honestly, the Banker, I liked it, but I didn't. Like, to me, it's not the one I'm gonna run to.
Right.
You know what I mean? By AJ. I tell you, what was that? What was that other one? Hey, Ernie, I don't know if you're still on, but what was the one that I ended up buying at that shop and we didn't get to smoke? I think that's an AJ product, the Decennial. Decennial, that is a good smoke. Holy cows! And it's a $15 smoke, but I can tell you it's worth every penny of that $15. That's how good that cigar is. And to me, honestly, guys, I like that Decennial better than the anniversary that he had. That was at $20-something an hour. I was a little bit disappointed with that cigar at 20. I think it was like $23. What's up,
What's up, Pedro?
Guys, that's Pedro. Pedro from Hayes Gray, baby.
Great cigars and even better people.
Yes, sir. Got a chance to meet those guys, man. It was great, seeing those people for the first time, man. That's an experience,
Is that right?
For me, guys, it's all about the experience.
and it really was,
So, yeah, and you're right, PC, right? Because let me tell you, when I got to meet Hayes Gray as a whole, Pedro, Val, Wu, let me tell you, I was like, you know what? These are the people I want to kick it with. And matter of fact, when we got there, that's the first table I went straight to.
Mhm.
Because I want to show these guys love because I got nothing but love for these guys. And I absolutely love their product. I mean, every cigar that they have is bangers, man. Let me tell you, that brotherhood, you know what I mean? That brotherhood ain't no joke. You know what I mean? If you guys have not tried Hayes Gray, go to Hayes Gray and find out. Go ahead, PC, hit it.
The Brotherhood, the 1996, what's the one with the
Patriot. Patriot was
the
badass.
Patriot? Oh man, those are the three that I smoked so far, dude. I gotta, hey Pedro, I gotta send you some money, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. It's just what, and this is the luxury of honestly, guys, of going out there meeting these people. It's a privilege to meet these people because you know what, you could tell that they put in some hard work into it. And once again, if you're an enthusiast of this world, how do you not want to try something new? You know what I mean? And their price points are on point. They're on point.
Yes, sir.
For the and talking about boutique versus legacy. Legacies are always going to be there, right?
Right.
And but the reality is this: that you could get twice the amount of cigars, right, and just as good for half the price.
100%.
And that's a reality check. That is truly a reality check. And guys, if you haven't seen our interview with Hayes Gray, I highly recommend that you guys go and check it out because you know what, they all have their own input. How Pedro had, his part was definitely, in the build out of because they also have a mobile lounge. They have a trailer that he built out. Val with the marketing and the cigar vixen, and Rue, not only Rue, he also rolls cigars, and you want to talk about somebody or people as a whole that are committed to this industry and to their art and their craft. I'm telling you, Hayes Gray's on the roll, man. So they definitely got our approval, and they definitely got our stamp of approval on that. Let me tell you, all day and twice on Sunday, baby. Let's go.
Yes, right, babe.
So I'll tell you guys. So if you guys are out there, right, watching us, if there's cigars that we have not mentioned, by all means, let us know. If there's a company that's out in your state, in your neck of the woods that we have not tried, let us know. We'll figure out a way to get them, and we'll talk about them, And then if we like them, I'll be honest with you, we'll be honest about it, And what's up, guys? What's up, Rue?
What's up, Rue?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Nothing but love for you, Baba. Nothing but love for you. You know this? I need some of those brands.
Yeah, we'll get them out to you, Ruben. We'll message you.
Absolutely. Hey, Ruben, if you have not tried anything from Hayes Gray, I'm telling you, you prepare yourself to get your mind blown because they have some absolutely great smokes. And I haven't tried the 96 yet. What's the other one? 82, I believe it is. But let me tell you, and the thing is, I love this story, right? The years have representation of, the military, the Patriot, obviously, the proceeds go to, and there's so many too. Yeah, there you go, 82. And I'm telling you, the entire core line is sick. It's sick, and I'm not saying this, guys, because they're on here with us right now, but it's been a minute that these new companies that the entire core line, you know what I mean, that I've tried, and I've tried almost all of them yet except the 96, I believe, but that are bangers, man. It's like, holy crap. And it's like, wow. And this is why I love, what we do. You know what I mean? I love to go out there and promote, and I love to, get these guys known and recognized, because these guys need to be in other people's shops. And none of that, people that are enthusiasts need to know about them, and they need to smoke them for real.
Right.
Yeah. I'm all the way around. And the part of the story, he gave up everything to come over here and just, the trust you have to have and, in your brother and your guys' vision to do something like that, dude, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
You got the dog. What? Hit it. What? Hit
That's
it.
a triple snap.
Hit it. Double snap.
I'm telling you right now, I am.
Hey Val, how you doing?
Great one. Gotta love. Oh, yes, the barber pole. Oh, my God. How do I forget about the barber pole? You're right, Val.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruben, and those who are watching, we got 11 people watching right now. I am telling you, that barber pole is sick. Because let me tell you, the thing about the barber poles, this is the tricky part about barber poles, because you have two different, wrappers to get the right blend with the right filler. You know what I mean? And it's hard to get that combination going. These guys, I'm telling you, man, don't change that. I'm telling you, that is a banger for sure. We're definitely gonna get with you guys in regards to link it up and getting some getting you guys back on.
100%.
Hey, so Ruben wants to know the site name. Are you guys on the HayesGrayCigars.com, or
Yes.
is that what it is?
From what I can see right here. Yeah, that'll bring them right there to it.
There you go, Ruben. Hayes Gray Cigars. If you Google them, I'm sure it'll pop up. They got some great merch too.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
love the shirts and their hats, man. I can't wait.
Well, and you guys already know this because you've already talked to him, but you guys aren't going to find a finer guy to rep your brand than that dude down in the bottom corner there. He will.
I work
that guy. That guy, when he believes in something,
He
I
stands
give it
on
my I give it my everything. That's for sure.
Yeah, GRAY. If you look at the comment section, you'll see that's real there, Val, and
Man, it's nice seeing Ruben on, man.
I'm telling you,
I haven't seen man, I'm gonna have to get on the world of TikToks again, I think. Do a couple lives.
yeah. And so I'm telling you guys, like I said, if this is something out there that we haven't spoken about, definitely let us know, because we're more than willing to try them, and because that's just who we are. We love trying something new and experiencing something new.
absolutely.
And mind you, right? Because every state, if you notice, like every state always has that local blend, right? That local company that everybody around that area obviously knows about and loves. So I would love to see what else is out there that we haven't spoken about, because I'm sure there's a bunch out there.
Yeah.
And PC, we got to see Larry. Larry, guys.
Oh, yeah,
he was our very first person that we interviewed when we first started a year ago. It was great to see him. So what was good about that was that another good thing is the networking.
Right.
You guys cannot understand the amount of networking you could do, whether you're a brand owner, a media platform, whatever. I'm telling you, going to these small events is where it's at. It really, really is.
And I was just really happy to be able to hook him up with some people there so that he can kind of move his brand forward and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
And you can't go wrong with somebody that's dapper as he is when
Oh,
he's dressed in his
Does he ever have a bad beard day?
No, you're right. Dude, that boy, his beard is on point.
Dude, he is lined up. I mean, there ain't a hair out of place. And I'm like, dude, I could spend 30 minutes when I grow my beard out longer. As soon as I walk outside, blomp. You're just like, God dang it.
You didn't see the stylist he had in the back of his truck.
And everyone, you can know who Larry is because he's the only one in the room with the smoke jacket.
Right.
He might be sweating his cojones off, but that man's gonna look dapper with that smoke jacket.
Dude, he's sweating charisma the whole time, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, guys, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Obviously, I'm wearing one of the shirts, thegodfather.com. If you guys are looking for any type of cigar merch, definitely reach out to Chris and cigarfather.com. He's got some great quality product, a lot of merch, a lot of good stuff, whether it's hats, bow ties. They got the bow tie cutters, exactly, humidors. You guys have seen, I've done a preview and a promotion on one of the humidors that he gave us. It's a great travel humidor. It's what I used when we went to Jacksonville. I must have had at least 30 sticks in there with no problem.
Yeah.
You know, we're working on another promo code for us. Once we get that, we'll definitely let you guys know that you guys could. I believe the last time was the Leaf and Ash podcast, and he gave you, I think, well, I forget what was the percentage he gave us.
10 to 15%, something like that.
Something like it was big. You know, so by all means, El Guapo's over there in Missouri, right? Is there in Missouri? They're in Missouri. And of course, I don't know who wants to take it. My shop, Burn One. Who's gonna do it? Donnie Boy?
I got it. Yep.
There you go, baby. Check it out.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Panda, and your boy Panda has some great news. We have teamed up with Burn One Cigar Bar, located at 7328 Royal Palm Boulevard in Margate, Florida. Guys, Burn One Cigar Bar is your go-to destination for the finest selections of premium cigars at unbeatable prices. Step into a world of luxury and relaxation as you indulge in the smooth flavors and exquisite aromas of our carefully curated cigars collection. But that's not all. Burn One Cigar Bar has teamed up with us for an exclusive sponsorship opportunity just for you. When you call Burn One and purchase any box of cigars, you unlock a fantastic discount of 20% of your order using special discount code PANDA. You can contact Burn One at 954-970-0001 or on their social media pages, Facebook and or Instagram. Guys, don't miss this chance to elevate your cigar experience without breaking the bank. Visit Burn One Cigar Bar today, mention discount code PANDA, and treat yourself to premium cigars at incredible value. Hurry up, this offer won't last. Burn One Cigar Bar, where luxury meets affordability, and they ship nationwide. Peace.
Well, guys, another late out burn. And this is one of those that it was kind of planned, semi-planned. It's been a while since we've had one of these. We actually love these kind of segments. We get to interact with those who follow us, etc. Definitely, guys. You know
what cracks me up about these? We all kind of got on saying, yeah, we got a few minutes, man. Let's go a half hour. Let's go 45 minutes. Let's do something. We got a few minutes, and then we always end up going an hour and 20 minutes, hour. And
yeah, it is absolutely crazy. I shot an email, a message. We want to thank each and every one of you guys for your support. We're almost done. We got look at that. We're 27 away from our 500 subscribers.
Okay,
like I said, we're looking.
So there's 8 people on here right now. All 8 of you know 4 people. Get 4 people to subscribe.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. We got some serious swag. We got a couple of people that volunteered and told us that when we get there to reach out to them to give us some swag. So, and now that, like I said, we got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be promoting. Once we get to 500, I'm gonna post some of the things that we're looking at giving away as a thank you. I think we kind of agreed that we're kind of gonna do like a mystery, right? We'll do the wheel, whoever's name, and I'll have the numbers listed, and I'll let you pick. 1 through whatever, and whatever it is, we'll lift it up, show it to you, and then we'll let you know. I'm gonna tell you 5 pizza toast.
That's what I'm talking about, Black.
Oh, that is hilarious, Black. No, Greg. No. Oh no. Once again, guys, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, share it. Let your people know about the Leaf and Ash podcast. We appreciate your support, and we definitely love you guys. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
news.
And we out.